And did somebody forget to load the pistol? Ah, there we go.
Oh, Aaron's off.
Hey, look at that fighter sword in Link's house. So definitely good to start off with a weapon. You're
That is
going
a
to
nice thing to see, for sure. Oh, it looks like they're in Arizona.
Well, at least there aren't any Lionels out front of Link's house. Looks like we are going to see a slight route divergence here. Aaron is going to be opting to go for... looks like we're going to be running out Sanctuary. Going to do a fairly standard opening. SDiezal packing that sign around. Going to try to get that kill to get that first tier pull.
Yep, conventional openings. Nothing wrong with these. AaronDobbe and signumbs going for the more traditional route.
Only arrows on the tree pull. That's unfortunate because you definitely want to try to get bombs if you can.
Yeah, arrows have to be probably one of the most disappointing things to find.
Unless you find an early bow.
But let's face it, you don't find early bow.
No, you have like a 1 in 216 chance or something like that.
Was that a big 20?
I think that was a big 20. So, AGA not required, but it's all dungeons, so AGA is required. And that's the thing about all dungeons. You basically have to look at it as an all bosses run. So AGA 1 has to be killed before you can get to Ganon.
To answer your question, systematic technology, all dungeons means they have to clear every single dungeon. That's AGA 1 and AGA 2 before they can beat Ganon. Also, all the bosses are shuffled around as well as the overworld and dungeon enemies. So you could have Trinex at Swamp Palace or Helmasaur King in Thieves Town.
The AGA 1 dream is a reality, Cronus. And it looks like there was blue mail in the library. Looks like a full heart container in the back of pub. So there is some survivability. But the blue mail, they're going to need boots before they can get to that. Hopefully they'll find those here before much longer. Aaron.
Oh, AaronDobbe.
Death. And there's something nasty in the woods. And the flute in the chicken house. So we will have some early speed tech.
Wow, yeah, we got some mobility. We got a bit of some arms. You know, they're not going to be too unhappy to start off with. Things are going to go smoothly. And a bit of utility too in the bloomerang from the bottle vendor.
Always nice to have a little bit of an extra item usage. That's a pretty good stun safety to have. Also, with the flute being early, they do have logical access to Death Mountain.
Yeah, but without the mirror or hookshot or hammer, might not be worth going up just yet. I would put that off myself.
Oh, there's your hookshot.
Fine. What am I thinking?
I know. So once OkayGuy gets his Swag Duck Airlines boarding pass, he might want to make a trip up to Death Mountain, but we haven't seen a map check out of any of our runners, so we don't know where anything lays just yet.
Just something to note, I was watching SDiezal here take on this Popo, and he seems to be oddly burly for a level 1 enemy.
Oh, the levels mean nothing here.
Oh, that is just rude.
Takes quite a few sword slashes and pot throws and a few other things. Aaron going to be getting his flute here momentarily, so everybody's going to have that early Swag Duck boarding pass. Sarah Zelda, to answer your question, is PED required in this type of seed? It could be, depending on what is on the pedestal. But, I mean, it's not that it will necessarily be required, because if there's something in Ganon's Tower that you would require to complete a pedestal dungeon, and that's where it gets a little bit messy. So you have to look at it. It's going to be about the same chances as it normally is.
Yeah, pretty much pedestal's the only thing not guaranteed to be required. Me personally, I'd probably just blind pull it.
I mean, if you're in the area, you might as well.
Just for the memes.
Signum's getting his hook shot, so again, you know, you're going to love having that. It's another stun weapon. Also does help with a little bit of local speed tech. Not quite on par with the boots, but it does help you get around things a little bit faster.
Definitely. In my opinion, hookshot has got to be my favorite item. It's a viable weapon in some situations, and it's good utility. It grants access in some ways that your average player might not think of.
And I missed it early, but there is a sword down in Blindside. OkayGuy actually has a master sword at this point. So definitely good to have a little extra offensive power. Also makes me wonder if Signums hasn't checked Link's house yet.
That's a good point. Maybe he hasn't. I mean, the amount of times I've forgotten to just open, like, Sank chest.
I mean, it happens. The hookshot also has a nice capability, as OkayGuy is showing us. It functions kind of like the mirror in that it helps you to navigate past blocks. In this case, you can hookshot onto that chest and actually be able to open it.
Push blocks are really just a suggestion after you get the hookshot.
Here we go. We have a map check. Looks like we have green pendant in desert, vanilla red pendant in Hera, and eastern is a crystal, I believe.
Nice catch, because that was a blink of an eye. I did not catch that.
Like I said, don't quote me on it. I got old man eyes, so I'm not. Don't set your watch by it. Hopefully our trackers will kind of help us out a little bit in that regard. By the way, shout-outs to our wonderful trackers, Number Play and Cyclone. Give these guys a follow, because I tell you what, that's the toughest job they've got, is trying to keep up with all this craziness. So shout-outs to both of them. Give them a follow. They absolutely deserve it.
Yeah, it is. It is not the easiest thing, that's for sure. Especially
Kane. Kane.
That's gotta be Kane if I ever did see it.
It's a big red curvy bat.
It's the shillelagh.
The 9-iron of items. I still love seeing a Kane dash. It's one of the most entertaining things you'll ever see, in my humble opinion. And thank you, Sarah Zelda. Looks like Eastern is actually a red crystal, so one of the two that's going to be required to get into Fat Fairy check. Shout-outs to you, the chat, for helping to keep track of everything, too, because I tell you what, you guys actually come in very handy. It's nice to have, you know, hundreds of sets of eyes to watch.
You know, I thought crabs were bad out front of Ice Rod Cave, but the sliding traps and the big one that targets you, those things are just a nightmare.
Oh, yes. Well, and not only that, look at Mini Moldorm Cave. You got a Mini Moldorm, but then you got those nasty...
the red Tektite.
OkayGuy trying to set up fake flippers here. Bit of a risk, because remember, you take one hit and you are toast. Oh, God.
Yeah, you don't
like
say.
that. Yeah, I'm sorry, okay.
You cursed him, you jinxed him.
Ask Chad, it probably won't be the last time I curse somebody.
But yeah, I mean, that's not something that, I might take that risk with those, mushroom birds that drop the bombs on you. They're a nuisance, on a good day.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's normally a very powerful sequence break, but in this particular case, I mean, you never know what you're going to run into. But, I mean, that's, you know, I can't blame him for certainly taking the risk. He's going to show us Sahashralus hut here, so we'll get a chance to see what he's hiding in the closet.
Oh, I didn't notice that before, but... Oh, love!
And a bottle. So now we've got Sick Kid opened up as well. So it's a quick flute back to Kakariko, and you'll get the Sick Kid check. Sarah UX, to answer your question, you can call me whatever you want. I've been called worse. Oh, Sick Kid just had a quiver. That's unfortunate.
Well, at least he had the flute to make that a quick one. And triggering the guards.
Okay, guy, pretty flush on rupees here. He's going to get bombs, and he's going to go ahead and put red potion in that bottle. I do like this, getting that safety. I think that's a very smart move, because, remember, damage is also randomized. You can have something out there that can do 4 or even 5 hearts of damage, and they can get nasty quickly.
That's hectic. Let's see what's in Spectacle Rock. Oh, the other glove!
Oh.
So if he'd been to ShamWow's place before, he could have done a full clear of East Death Mountain, or rather, save for Hookshot Cave.
Yep, you're absolutely right. I still need the Moon Pearl in order to get that Dark World All Access Pass, but you know, we'll run into that here before too much longer, I'm sure.
Now there's an item that I just love to get trolled by, is the Moon Pearl. I found it in Checkerboard Cave once.
I tell you what, it can evade you pretty handily. Oh no! And Hinox giving Signumbs the business there. Unfortunately, that's a very unfortunate death to take.
And the AlTTP is a bit short on funds for Zora, so rip bank account.
Yeah. I'm curious, did you catch what was on Zora's ledge? Because I sure didn't.
Nope.
It's okay. We'll get a chance to check it here before much longer. Aaron giving us a tour of the right side of Death Mountain. So far, just some cash for his troubles, but he is getting ready to go up and check 5 more chests.
I'm gonna go see what's in Hype Cave 2, the sequel.
I don't know. After finding the cane in the first one, it's going to have to be pretty good up here.
It's full of the world's toughest popos.
Nice thing is, though, with that hook shot, that'll actually take us out. Look at that, the lamp! There we go. Now we've got some illumination.
Rip my dreams.
I'm so sorry. But at least now, you know, when that nasty thing comes out of them at the dark, they'll know what it is right before it kills them. But as I was saying, the nice thing about those popos is that they are a one-hit kill with the hook shot, and even in Enemizer, where health pools can be randomized, they can still kill those with one hit of the hook shot. If I remember correctly.
Good to know. I did not know that.
Now, don't quote me on that for sure, but I'm 99% sure that's the case.
Oh, I'm sure it is from what we just saw there. And the Stalfos dropping out of nowhere. See, that's what I'm talking about. You think you're safe, and then you get descended upon by one of those guys.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what can fall on your head in this mode.
Oh, we're getting our first Eastern peak.
You know, if they find the, well, actually, I was going to say if they find the bow, they can clear it, but that's not necessarily the case. They might be able to clear it anyway.
Yeah, that is correct. Because oh wow, we got the manual.
I'm sorry, I totally stepped on what you were saying. What were you going to say, Mike?
How dare you? I was just going to say, I believe in Enemizer, like required kills, like okay, it's the Igors that you can only kill with the bow and arrow. I'm pretty sure they do away with that to reduce soft locking. I mean, you'll find them in the overworld and things like that, but not where they're absolutely necessary to kill.
Oh yeah. An okay guy, unfortunately having to S&Q out of that. Tried to find just a nickel, but I mean, that's you do start to lose a little bit of time when trying to farm those up. So that's very unfortunate, yeah. But you can always come back to it.
He really stuck that out for a long time, and I applaud him for that.
Absolutely. He's got more patience than I do.
I mean, that's what they say, right? When you take these risks in rando, you gotta commit to them.
If you're gonna commit, you gotta commit. Okay, guys, going to show us the back half of Escape. I don't think we've seen this yet.
Wow, thank God that this is not standard mode, because that would be terrible to go through.
Oh, yes. Hey, look at that! Level 3!
We got the spicy sword. That's all right by me.
Bacon blade. The ketchup claymore. The carrot cutlass. The cinnamon scimitar.
Oh, that's too good. That's too good. Yeah, the tempura sword. That's what I like to call it.
Tasty. The Signums being far braver than I would ever be, going and doing dark rooms in Enemizer. Yeah, no thank you. I'm good. Oh, okay, I doing the same thing.
Seriously, games like Resident Evil or Silent Hill, they just have nothing on Enemizer Dark Rooms.
Mm-hmm. You want a scare? Here you go. This is your money's worth. Looks like Aaron's going to give us the full tour of Escape. Going to start with the front half. I'd be interested to see what's in that dark room chest, honestly. It's finding the lamp early. I still favor the breadcrumb approach. The breadcrumb approach.
Yeah, they did find the map and the key in the back of Escape, so there will be something there.
And I must have missed it earlier, but that's blue mail in that first chest in Escape. So that means we know where all the armor upgrades are. The red suit is going to be on top of library.
Indeed, and as soon as I got the boots, I would just make a beeline for the library. And the okay guy takes a spill. Press F.
Luckily, he won't have to go too far. We'll just call that a strategic death. It's a heart refill.
Yeah, it's just a death abuse.
Exactly.
Although, abuse is the key word when it comes to Death Mountain and Enemizer. And you know, with this palette swap... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
But I was just saying, at least the sky cabbages aren't random. They still hurt just as much as always. And Signum's opting to go ahead and finish up Eastern. Gonna give us a peek and see what boss is up here. So hopefully he can finish it. Let's see here.
Yeah, I would definitely. I really hope he can, because if he was, you know, if he had it in him to go through that dark room, you know, I think he deserves this.
Absolutely. Getting an 8-bomb drop, those are always nice to have. Now, something we'll probably see if they ever find it, the Bombos medallion is actually very useful in Enemizer. Because rooms like this, where he's having to do all those sword slashes, you can one hit clear the room.
This type of room, just forget about it. You can just wipe it out.
God, I hope Trinex is not back there.
Or like Helmasaur, even.
In before
he's got the ball.
Curse. Oh, good.
Arius,
he has
okay. Although, oh no, he does have the Master Sword, so that's fine.
Yep, he can do it.
Oh, I think we might see what's in the back of Escape here.
What in the world? Is that a poop emoji?
That is the frickin' poop emoji, and I am disappointed. I'm more disappointed than AaronDobbe finding a single rupee right now.
Oh. And looks like Signum's using the Master Sword spins to clean this crap up. A little toilet paper for your trouble. And a crystal.
Just use the dungeon map to clean it off.
Let's see here. So let's take stock then. We know where the lamp is. We know hookshot. We know both glove upgrades. We need the moon pearl. We need the moon pearl in a
That's
big
what
way.
we need. Like as soon as possible. Maybe it's on pyramid.
You know, that's a very good point.
That happens more often than
that's
people
actually
would
a
think.
really good point. Actually, that's a very good. It could absolutely be on pyramid because we have everything we need to logically do AGA 1. Have a lamp.
Yeah, we've got the
level
Master
2
Sword
sword
and the lantern. So there you go.
I'm calling it. Moon pearl on pyramid ledge.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too.
To answer your question, Sarah, can Moon Pearl be in Spike Cave? No, it cannot.
Oh, Spike Cave is in the Dark World, unfortunately.
Well, it is, but you have to be able to use the hammer to get past it, and it's just you can't use items while you're in bunny form. At least I don't believe you can. I think that logically the Moon Pearl can't
Can you use items? I know you can push blocks, but can you use items if you are super bunnied?
If you're super bunnied, I think you can, but oh, that looked like it hurt. I think
we actually
can
have
use
super bunny
items.
at the moment.
Oh.
The Moon Pearl lets you retain your human form when you're in the Dark World. Otherwise, you will be a bunny or some other abomination, depending on what sprite you're playing as. And yes, the maiden bunny form is the best bunny form.
Diesel gonna show us what the kingfish has here in a little bit.
That is a heck of a sequence break find for the AltTTP Guy.
You'll have to remind me again. I missed it. What was that?
That was the mirror, my friend.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
That is huge. Like, that's making me sweat.
Why is he not using the mirror?
Dude, SDiezal just got the D from Zora. So the AltTTP missed out on that.
Oh no!
I can't believe it.
Oh man, that suddenly you wish he'd just stayed around. Hell, I'd have farmed for 20 more minutes for 5 rupees for that.
Oh jeez, I would have. I don't know what I would have done in the AltTTP's position, but my god.
Oh my.
And like, not only is it so hard to find the bow, not only does Zora almost never pay out, but forget it.
Ah, the kingfish giveth and the kingfish taketh. Now, Aaron's going to be showing us a what's going to happen once we get past AGA 1, so we might yet find that Moon Pearl on the pyramid ledge.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, the AltTTP, just with all of the sequence break loot, you know, that fire shield, not something that I turn my nose at, personally.
No.
And yes, the sequence break happened when the AltTTP entered the Super Bunny Cave. If you fall down a pit while you're in your nullified bunny form, the game doesn't really know what to do with you, and it lets you push blocks and open chests for whatever reason. I don't know. Ask Shigeru Miyamoto. But you could, since the logic would have required you to have the Moon Pearl by that point, getting the mirror is a sequence break. So everywhere that he accesses with the mirror from this point on, until he gets the Moon Pearl, is a sequence break.
Aaron continuing to climb up Ganon's tower, and it looks like AltTTP is going to give us a tour of Desert Palace.
Yeah, it was just the compass, I believe, on the lamp, so boots not required yet.
God, and Diesel with that bow. I mean, that's I still am trying to get over that. That's such a huge find.
It looks like
Signum's gonna pick up
Signum's...
the mirror.
Yeah, he's gonna get his sequence broken mirror as well. And
Just
AaronDobbe, facing off at Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln. I don't know how to do that. It's just really messed up.
Just roll with it. Randomosity 812. The bow was Zora. The kingfish was Packet tonight. It looks like OkayGuy is going to opt to go check Checkerboard Cave, which I'd like. You're here. You might as well. All right, so here in just a few, we're going to find out what exactly is on that pyramid ledge. And Power Crazy, absolutely it can. Oh, but not today. Okay, so that where else could it possibly be?
Ooh, good question. You know, if Eastern Palace was a pendant, I'd say that the Moon Pearl could be on pedestal.
Oh, wouldn't that just be cruel and unusual?
That would be a real treat. But yeah, if I've been counting correctly, I think that Lanmolus has an item, so perhaps they'll have it.
Where was the big key, though, in Desert? I'm assuming
that it was just on the right side.
Well, then this is possible, I suppose. Say if not there, well, let's see. They don't have the hammer yet. Well, actually, no. They can. Tower of Hera is accessible, although it's mirror locked. So it, again, kind of makes the logic a little bit crazy, a little bit strange.
Well, wait. Oh no, I don't know. Is if they find the hammer, then okay, there's a mold on for you.
Yeah,
I forgot
try
what I was
knocking me
gonna say.
off this.
That being said,
like...
I would not want to fight, say, like Helmasaur King at the top of Tower of Hera.
I've done it. It's not fun. But interestingly enough, this with Desert being a green pendant, I suppose it could logically be on Sahasrara. So Hada Bing
That's
Bing
true.
might have the Moon Pearl.
Damn WoW could give up the goods, or even some other progression item.
Signum's going to give us a peek inside Tower of Hera.
OkayGuy is also going back to Zora, it seems, so he'll get his bow, thank God.
Oh, and you got to wonder if he's going to be a little bit irritated about finding the bow there.
I would just scream. Oh, we got those!
Boots! We have the boots! Boots are in Tower of Hera. Now we can go fast.
That reminds me, I like to take a bit of time to recite a poem that I wrote just for this occasion on my first commentary. Roses are red, Pegasus boots go fast, Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past.
Chat, let's rate that. How did he do? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm no Dr. Bob-tastic, but, you know, I'd try.
We got a pie, we got a 5. That's you know, I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
I'm with Miles Prowess on that one, actually.
Yeah.
you guys are rude.
God, I love Twitch chat. You guys make my heart just 2 sizes too small. All right, back to the race. Let's see here.
Yeah, back to the matter at hand.
Again, we are still on the hunt for the Moon Pearl. Now, now where have we not checked yet? Put your guesses in there, chat. Where do you think the Moon Pearl's hiding today?
Yeah, help us out.
Let's see, we have
did the
Sadahara.
OkayGuy go back to ShamWow yet?
I don't know if it did or not. Sarah, I think... Ooh, Turtle Rock would be good. Turtle Rock is always a nice trolley location.
Yes, Pyramid was checked, and it was only a big 20, unfortunately.
OkayGuy picking up his boots. SDiezal gonna be making the tower climb. Gonna get Aga 1 out of the way, but he's probably thinking Moon Pearl's up there, and he's going to be bitterly disappointed when it's not on the pyramid.
Well, I mean, in this case, I would see Aga 1 as just one of those things you gotta do.
Ophula?
Yeah,
That's
I suppose so. And the spike traps are trying to get to him, but I guess not.
I don't think that was good planning on his part. Well, it wasn't really Mothula, it was more like Zubatula. Spatula, something like that.
Spatula sounds good to me.
Now, Sig has the book here, but did he check Ether Tablet?
I did not see an Ether check.
Oh, boy.
With the mirror being a sequence break, they haven't found the hammer yet, so Moon Pearl, I don't believe that'll be on there. If it is, that would be crazy. So that just begs the question, where's the hammer?
Well, I don't necessarily think that the Moon Pearl would be hiding there, but it's a nice check you can do while you're there. But I don't know.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, you may as well.
Oh, Dark Shadow Rage, I'm sorry. It was Count Chocula. OkayGuy, Union breaks over. I'm gonna go down to the bottom of Hera. AaronDobbe, sorry. Finding out just what kind of crap is laying behind Eastern Palace.
At least he's got the tempered sword, makes this fight a little bit quicker.
Oh yes. Now, SDiezal gonna have to be kind of careful here if he doesn't have a safety, because he's only got 1 heart.
Yeah, he's suffering.
And Abraham Lincoln over there doesn't play nice with 1 heart.
Yeah, all it takes is 1 blue ball, and he didn't sequence break for the fire shield either. I see, this is what I'm talking about. You can't snuff the fire shield, man.
Nope, you sure can't. Aaron gonna be checking Sick Kid here, which he's just gonna find a quiver for his troubles. Where is that stinking pearl? That's starting to baffle me a little bit. I mean, again, I'm thinking Sahasrahla.
I'm thinking Sahasrahla as well. I'm with Chad on this one.
Oh, Diesel, got to be careful. Half a heart. Hopefully he's got a safety.
Oh my god.
You know, that makes a good point. Did we check the dark room in Hyrule Castle yet?
Yeah, we did. It was just a single rupee.
Yeah, nope, not there.
Wow, SDiezal pulls it. Oh wait, no, never mind. I heard the boss defeat noise, and I thought it was from SDiezal. But hey, GG to OkayGuy for getting his red pendant. And there he goes. Abraham Lincoln is down for SDiezal. He pulled it off. What a clutch.
But, like I said, he's going to find that big 20 there, and he's not going to be too happy about that. We are going to get the Saltarello check here before much longer, I believe. Or maybe
yeah, hopefully
not.
Saltine Cracker has something.
OkayGuy's going to opt to do Eastern first, and then come back.
Oh my god, you're killing me. You're killing me, OkayGuy.
Signum's giving Trolldorm the business. The duly deserved business.
I'm terribly sorry about that. I had to refresh my stream. Did I miss anything?
No, we're still looking for the Moon Pearl. And OkayGuy is still not showing us what Saha has. We may never know.
I swear that cowboy is holding out on us.
He's holding the Moon Pearl under that cowboy hat. And Power Crazy, no, we checked everything here. There was no Moon Pearl in Eastern. Now, if it's not with Saltarello, we're about running out of options, aren't we? Yeah,
I'm honestly. I'm out. I'm out of guesses, really. Oh, did we check Bonk Rocks yet, or King's Tomb?
Actually, no, we haven't. Now, granted, boots were in Tower of Hera, so that means we would have to be able to get to Tower of Hera. But again, with the mirror being in Super Bunny Cave, I have to think that that is part of the logic. It would almost have to be. Well, actually, no. If you assume that the mirror is out of the logic, since the book was able to be found in Eastern Palace, then yeah, Sahasrara has to have the Moon Pearl.
Yeah, I think so. I honestly can't think of a single other place by this point. And usually it's like Bonk Rocks and King's Tomb are the ones that are the locations that I always forget about and they kill me in the end. But that's just not in the logic.
Yeah, so, I mean, if chat's got it right, saying Super Bunny's never considered part of logic, that means it has to be on Saltarello. There's no other place the Moon Pearl can be. We wait with bated breath.
I don't even really have anything to say until we get the Moon Pearl. Or, okay, how about this? What do you think their first move is going to be when they get full Dark World access?
Oh boy, where do you want to go first? I mean, let's see. You've got Hookshot. You've got full access to Northern Dark World. I would be inclined to enter by Village of Outcasts. Lots of quest checks there.
That's a good move, and I might do the Froggy World Tour and all that as well. Mostly just because I'm not good, and I would be looking for more health.
Yeah, I would think their first check is going, or their first place they're going to go is to Village of Outcasts.
And having that mirror would be a quick pickup for the red mail on the way to Dig Game.
Yes, it would be.
Oh, and the reason I'm not reacting so much to Sahasrara having the Moon Pearl is because I knew it. I always knew it.
For it had to be. It had to be there. Sorry. I mean, I'm sorry for not being super excited about it. But it's like we literally had exhausted every other possibility. It had. Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm salty about. I'm not running this seed, but I am salty about that. You can only burn the witch if they weigh as much as a swag duck.
Exactly. I'm sorry. Oh, the Moon Pearl! Great, that's amazing. No, I can't.
Oh well. Oh yeah, good. Oh good. They can do.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Woo!
Yes, now that we know for a fact where the Moon Pearl is, now we can start focusing on the rest of the game.
Yeah, let's play the video game here, shall we?
Well, let's see. Bacon coin to get in Turtle Rock. All right, so we're gonna have to note that for later. We still haven't seen a map check for Dark World. There it is. There it is. Never mind. Pendant is a Turtle Rock. Thieves Town is a 5/6 crystal, and I missed the rest of it.
The rest are just crystals.
Oh yeah, you're right. So we got all the stuff.
Tower of Hera and Desert Palace were our others. And yes, it is the Quake medallion for both.
The bacon coin.
Wow, Hookshot Cave is a dud today.
Well, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not as good. But that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up.
Not all caves can be hype.
No, of course not. I'm gonna have that blue suit that's gonna double his health pool, so he'll be happy to have that.
I'd be thrilled.
Big 20 in King's Tomb, no help there. And now Aaron gonna give us a check for Ether Tablet. We've got just a Big 20 from the gods. A special edition Big 20.
The nicest Big 20. Are you gonna get that key, okay, guy?
Hey, there's the bacon coin. I saw it. Chess game.
Ah, Quakin. Wonderful.
Quack coin. SDiezal giving us a lot of fresh intel here.
And you know, if I were SDiezal right now, I would probably try and smash out Thieves Town, being as that's the other red crystal.
Absolutely. Although I would check the Village of Outcast locations first before going in, just on the off chance that you find a hammer.
Oh yeah, sure, definitely. But that would be really, really handy to route that thick fairy check on the way to Catfish or even to Pod.
No, absolutely, I agree with you on that. In Cyclone, yes, we did get a Dark World map check. We have Blue Pendant is at Turtle Rock, and Thieves Town is a 5/6 crystal, and the rest are just normal, standard, everyday crystals.
Just your run-of-the-mill garden variety. Whoa, whoa, where was it? I missed it.
SDiezal
there
finding
is
that
SDiezal.
flame stick on the first chest in Thieves Town. Unleash your inner pyro. Find the fire rod.
The rod of mixtapes, as I've heard it called.
It's a hot rod.
It's the hot rod, that's correct.
Signum's gonna be taking a jaunt up. He's probably thinking that Moon Pearl is on Pyramid and thinking, well, or rather not thinking about good old Saltarello.
Yeah, if there's one item I just really gets me being trolly more so than like the lamp, it's the Moon Pearl. If I can't find Moon Pearl, I get salty.
I mean, it's just it'll just crack you down because I mean usually you find it right along the way, and it's so essential for Dark World access. I mean, you literally can't do anything without that Moon Pearl.
Yeah, and then like when I find it so early, I'm like, oh great, now I have this. What do I do with this? Nothing.
Well, it's not nothing, but yeah.
Jeez, that anti-fairy all over the place giving SDiezal a hard time.
No, he has no powder, so he can't really, you know, get a safety. All in the Hellway causing some problems, but I think those thieves are just pushing him around. The mini mortals are actually doing damage.
Geez, with the thief and the Moldorm and the tiny Helmosaurs, that is a fresh Hellway right there.
Oh yes.
Although that switch room was all right. I've had some really bad times in there.
It's one of those things that you just have to kind of figure out the timing, and of course, like an Enemizer, it's, you know, all the traps get randomized out as well, so you never know what you're going to run into. So now I wonder, when AltTTP finishes up taking care of Mr. Lincoln here, and he doesn't find the Moon Pearl on Pyramid, do you think he's going to remember to go back to Mr. Sadahata?
Oh, well, I sure hope so.
I would hope so too.
I wouldn't blame him. I mean, that would be pretty easy to forget. I mean, it's one obscure place.
Opting for the heart
refill. Sorry, what was that?
I was just saying, he's opting to save and quit here to get a heart refill, and that's something that you don't see quite a lot of. Oh, now let's take a look. Oh boy.
He goes all the way there and just turns right around, disrespecting that big 20.
I would too. It's supposed to be a Moon Pearl.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. With Thieves Town, you can just go straight to Blind's boss room right after you crack the floor, right?
That's a good question. I'm not 100% sure, but obviously here's Blind right here. So why don't we ask him?
Yeah, it's just Blind. That's fine. Actually, there's something very wrong with him.
I thought that this was boss shuffle.
Well, I mean, he's blind, you know, he obviously couldn't find his way to Palace of Darkness.
There's a blind pun in there, I sure can't see it.
I got nothing.
Oh, I hope Diesel has something. Oh, look at that, the half-heart clutch right there. Very nice.
Wow. GG to SDiezal for that clutch. And that's the second clutch fight that he's had as well. He's just onto it. Nothing can kill him.
Oh, well, I'm sure we'll get plenty of chances to test that theory.
AaronDobbe AaronDobbe getting his armor fully geared up. I mean, he's got the tempered sword.
And that's, you gotta love that survivability right there. I mean, you know, it's the red mail essentially quadruples your health pool.
Yeah, you just become an absolute damage magnet.
Oh, JTN 2002 in chat. That's a... I like that. I like that fun.
JTN 2002 confirms my grandpa.
I love that. I love that fun. That's 10 out of 10. Okay, I think AlTTP now he's on the right path. Now he knows where
it's clicked. It's clicked with him. He's got it.
He has that shiny bubble.
Yeah, it says little knick-knack.
Aaron going to be checking the sea house.
We've Dragon Spike. We've seen Mothula, Blind, Trolldorm, Aga 1,
and Argus.
And Argus.
Looks like AlTTP gonna be making. Nope. Yep, he is gonna go check Catfish. I think that's smart because this is kind of an out-of-the-way location.
Oh! I thought he was about to take the hookshot ride.
Probably do that after he does this.
Yeah. Did he get to check the graveyard ledge and all that?
Oh yes. Now Signum's going to be our last guy to pick up the shiny bauble, so everybody can now get in the Dark World, and this is a good thing.
And it is on officially.
Hey, water those! Skull Woods.
Eh, water toes.
Swimmy Chews.
And I missed what was a catfish.
I don't think it was anything terribly important, but we'll find out here in a little bit once I catch the restream. Yeah, just a big 20. Who cares? SDiezal with Fire Rod in hand, gonna go to the back of Skull Woods and find out what awaits there. Meanwhile, Signum's gonna be picking up his bacon coin, gonna be very glad to have that, because that means he has full access to both medallion dungeons. Now, what we're gonna find on Graveyard Ledge here. Just money. Now, what do you think our next big progression item is going to be?
Oh, the hammer is a must by the... Sorry about that. The hammer is a must by this point.
Where do you think we're going to find said hammer?
Oh, jeez. first chest of Swamp Palace. Oh wait, no, never mind. Oh wait, no, you can get to it.
Yes, you can.
If you go by way of Thieves Town, you can get there.
You absolutely can get there.
And yeah, hammer on head. That's totally viable. We could see a master hammer.
Well, actually, let's take a look here. Actually, no. Hammer cannot be on pedestal, and here's why. Turtle Rock is a pendant dungeon. The hammer is required to get into Turtle Rock. So
that
hammer
is correct. I always forget that detail.
Oh, God, look at this Cold Stare fight. Ugh. Oh,
I believe that. Oh wow, rip. But I believe that is the sun from Super Mario World 3.
What a
so it's Hot Stare.
Boss. Wait, did SDiezal already use his blue potion? No, wait, he hasn't cleared Tower of Hera. He doesn't have a blue potion yet.
Yeah, that's true. He's only got one bottle, according to the tracker.
That's very unfortunate, too. But now we know where Cold Stare is.
Gotta dig fast.
Gotta dig fast. I like it. I don't like that, though.
I know. Although I might pick those up. You know, you could always buy more potions. I mean, I know I would need to.
Yeah, I would absolutely be all about some safeties in this one.
Oh yeah, here's another thing. Hammer could very well be amongst Thick Fairy.
Yeah, it could be. It actually could be on Fat Fairy.
And imagine if there's another progression item, like say the Ice Rod, still in Thieves Town.
I like it. Meanwhile, the okay guy giving us the Frog World Tour. You know,
you sound like you
gotta
need
have
a
a
coffee,
friend.
Oh wait, we're getting a pet check.
Oh, and it is. Oh, rip the bed save.
All of our hopes
Rip.
like buried.
Well, folks, we are so sorry to say tonight will not be pedestal required. Please see the clerk for a refund.
One of these days, we will get that master shovel, and on that day, we will rejoice.
It'll be a good day.
Even if the dig spot has nothing, just the master shovel would, that would kill me. One day, JTM.
Alright, so let's see.
So, that lawsuit, that AGA 1 is required, because this is all dungeons, so every single boss has to be taken out.
That includes the first version of Agathon.
Indubitably.
I think Lumberjack Cave was a big 20, if I remember correctly. Wasn't that right?
Yeah, that's correct, it was.
Okay guy giving us a big heart container. Lots of love. You know what would be very cruel and unusual, though? If the hammer was in pod.
That is never fun.
Vanilla locations are always the trolliest ones.
Of course, absolutely. You never expect it. You have to unexpect the expected. Yeah, I'm really digging these palette swaps. It actually kind of reminds me a lot of Earthbound.
I agree. I was thinking the same thing. Now, have we seen Hype Cave yet? Well, we haven't, because there's a shovel.
We have the shovel.
And part of a heart, another part of a heart, bigger bomb bag, and just a nickel. Well, you know what? We can look at Dig Spot.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, the thief put his real stash in the Haunted Grove.
Maybe the hammer's in Dig Spot. What about that friend's in there?
Yeah, you know what? I'm always hyped for a shovel.
You're saying that you can dig it.
How dare you?
I know, I couldn't resist, I'm sorry. And Swordsmaster guy, yeah, he's playing as Ganondorf for now, until he gets hit, and then he will be playing as something completely different.
I tell you what, like, if you, like, defeat Ganon as Ganondorf at the end. It seems to me like a bit of a time paradox.
Oh boy, here we go. You thought Cold Stare was hard in that place? Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, because now you got freaking traps to worry about around the edges.
Yeah, and those Cold Stare puffs, they hit like a truck.
I'd rather get hit by a truck. And only a compass for your troubles, although you do get the crystal.
Yeah, 100% absolutely necessary to complete the game crystal.
And Sonori in chat, to ask your question why the spikes aren't moving, it's because they will do that when Mothula is present, but they will not do it when Mothula is not present.
That is correct. When we saw Mothula at the top of the Tower of Hera, you could see that the spikes were just sort of floating off in the abyss, not doing anything, because they couldn't reach the platform in the middle.
It's rather unfortunate that Aaron doesn't have the bacon coin, because he could check Meyer while he's here. He'll get that when he goes to Village of Outcasts, though. Sig, meanwhile, going to get his water toes, scuba gear.
Yeah, with the way the trend is going, these guys might be able to go mode Ice Palace, which is always a nice feeling.
Especially if you know how to do the Ice Palace bomb jump. Yes.
Yeah, yep. With the Yump, that makes a 10-minute dungeon a 3-minute dungeon.
It's always nice if you can carve out 2/3 of the place and not have to worry about it. Actually, wait, yeah, Aaron does have, I guess he does have bacon coin. Oh god,
well,
look at that, look at that, look at that in the first hallway. Oh, that's horrifying.
That was a chain chomp, wasn't it?
Yes.
You know, it's funny because there's only 2 of those in the entire game. You'll only find 2 of those in Randomizer, I'm pretty sure. Or in Enemizer, I mean.
A heck of a place to find one.
Yeah, right in a narrow corridor like that.
No, thank you. We will get some fresh real estate in Meyer, though. This is a good thing.
Yeah, this is our first look.
Now remember, only 2 items to be found in Meyer, but I mean, they could be 2 very important items, too.
That's true, and with that, since Meyer's such a sprawly dungeon, you never know how much time you're going to end up sinking into this dungeon. So if it turns out to be a pendant in just regular defeat Ganon mode, it can be really stressful to have to deal with that.
Oh yes. And Sig making quick work of Cold Stare. AltTTP picking up his magic powder.
Oh, where was the magic chowder? I must have missed that.
Magic chowder was in the maiden cell.
Ah. Oh, there we go. Music's back on.
Found the ice rod! Meyer.
Excellent.
Told you. Only 2 items, but one of them can be very important. Little surprised he opted not to pick up the magic canter, though. That's a full jar that's right there on that right skull.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, especially top-tier runners, should know where that's there. I don't know why he wouldn't pick that up. I would, every time.
Let's see here.
Nope, sorry, Dat lost it. T-Rock can't be finished, because as Jaxus pointed out to me earlier, you need the hammer to...
Like that hammer? Like that hammer?
It is!
You need that thing to get into Turtle Rock. Now we can.
I just shut my mouth already.
Well, you know, I did say there could be 2 very important items in Mire. That doesn't make me a witch, does it?
100% confirmed you are a witch. I know this because I'm a wizard.
Oh. Well, I mean, if you're gonna burn me, at least bring marshmallows.
Although, you know, you could blame it on me because I live in Australia, so technically I'm in the future. So I might have already seen this hours before you guys.
Maybe. Unfortunately, Batcave only has a big bomb bag. Now, big bomb bags are kind of nice, but you know, we already are pretty well armed, so we don't have to worry too much about packing a lot of bombs around.
Yeah, finding 1 or 2 of those early days is actually a nice thing, but at this point, you know, who needs it?
Oh, alright, so let's see here. What do we still need? What do we still need for Go mode?
I think that we're in, no mode. I think we're in commentator's Go mode.
Yeah, I'd say you're right. Because we've got the only medallion we need. We know where the hammer and the ice rod are. We know where the bow is. Yeah, I'd say you're right.
Yeah, that's it, folks. And hey, if we find the silver arrows, that'll be the icing on the cake. Also, to answer Chad's question, I'm pretty sure that I've seen blurry photographic evidence akin to Bigfoot of internet in Australia, but I can't 100% confirm that. We just don't know enough at this point.
So, we're seeing the rare Vithwomps.
I love this this model for this boss. That is so good.
They are not moving either, are they?
Hey,
now they are. See, I just had this.
Is that goo still poisonous?
Is that good? Yep. No, it hurts.
Oh yeah, it really hurts.
Mm-hmm. And he doesn't have a bow, so yeah, he's having to resort to sword slashes.
Hey, at least it's the tempered sword, not the fighter's sword. I remember that's how I did it when I was younger. I didn't even think to use the bow.
Well, I can't remember, but I think the damage table for Armos is a little bit weird. I think the Master Sword actually does less damage than the Fighter Sword does, but I could be 100% wrong about that.
Wouldn't surprise me, I mean, given the crazy damage values that Mothula has with the swords.
Alright, so since we're in Commentator's No mode, let's see here, let's take stock. Who still has what to do?
AaronDobbe has quite a few dungeons to clear up. So does SDiezal. Really, Signums is in the lead as far as dungeon count goes. And the rest are tied.
Well, and Swamp in Go mode is a pretty quick clear once you can get there. But now he's got to go to Mire before he's in Go mode, so he really needs to be making his way over to Mire.
Yeah, let's hope he leaves Ice Palace and Swamp Palace for last. I know I would.
Yeah, the dungeons that you definitely want to be in Go mode for, Ice Palace is top of the list. Palace of Darkness is a good one. Swamp, definitely. Turtle Rock, yeah, actually Go mode on Turtle Rock is very nice to know.
I suppose so, but Turtle Rock in Go mode isn't all too different from full clear, because you still might get trolled by that small key and have to go to the very end of the laser bridge.
That's very true, but it depends on how you do your key counts, but you can remember you can also skip the Mimic Cave check. And the big chest check.
I think SDiezal has lost his mind.
Might have forgotten that he checked Zora already.
That's a new one.
I'd say he's forgotten that he's already visited the Kingfish.
That he has. He's got the bow right there in his menu. Well, rip SDiezal's sanity.
Anytime you play this mode, you cannot be sane and play this mode. Okay, guy making his way through the pit in Mire. He's going to be very happy once he gets this dungeon crossed off his list. Did he got hammered, didn't he, or did he?
I don't know.
I think he did.
I was too busy watching SDiezal. Okay, SDiezal is still completely insane. Oh, that's fine. I'm sorry, I'm way too focused on this anomaly, the thing happening right now.
Well, you know, that stuff happens. I mean, sometimes you forget the smallest thing. He didn't have 500 rupees, so he figured, you know, maybe I haven't done it, but forgetting that he got the bow. Happens to the best of them.
Yeah, I feel really mean for saying this, but that was really funny to watch.
We won't judge you too harshly for that. Oh no! Okay, doesn't have the hammer.
Yeah, I saw that when he opened his menu up. That's a shame.
Oh, that's big. That's big. That's really big.
That's gonna hurt him. You know, unless he knows, and maybe he was banking on the boss to have the item.
You know, well, he's going back in.
See, there he goes. He's double dipping. So.
Oh,
he'll
thank
be right.
heavens.
Whew.
We're okay. False alarm. And Signum's making his trek through the slightly less than hype cave, finding his shovel. Have we checked dig spot yet? I mean, not anything super important there, except possibly silver arrows.
Yeah, I was just thinking that we haven't checked it yet. That is such a messed up first room of Misery Mire.
Oh, good, yes. That's painful right there.
A bit of a deceiving prelude, because the rest of the dungeon isn't that bad, considering.
Aaron gonna be icing Cold Stare here.
He's blotting out the sun.
Oh wait, dig spot was checked. According to chat, there was just a big 20 there. My bad, guys.
Yeah, I did see that. Chat confirmed, big 20.
So, well, like I said, nothing important. Now, we may not see it, but I think silver arrows are hiding.
Yeah, that's the other thing. If you don't have silvers by the time you hit go mode, you know, what do? Do you just blaze through it and hope for the best, or you take your time?
I can't speak for these runners, but personally speaking, if I have Tempered Sword, I just blaze right on through. If I've got Master Sword, I will still check chests, and that's just because Master Sword Silverless Ganon is one of the most painful things you will ever, ever, ever do in this game.
Yeah, see, I might, maybe I just haven't done enough seeds, but I've always had at least Tempered and Silvers by the time I get to Ganon. But I've only been playing this for, maybe 3 months now.
Well, it's one of the things that, I mean, you want to practice it. You want to practice Silverless Ganon, both with Tempered Sword and with Master Sword.
Yeah, get your hands on that practice ROM.
Hey, did we find the silver arrows somewhere and I just miss it?
I haven't seen them. Wait, Signums is checking Thick Fairy. I don't know if we've been there yet.
She's got money and she's got more money. She got tree fitty.
Just a sad about tree fitty.
Oh no, it's got tree fitty.
That's when I noticed that this, Fat Fairy was a 12-foot tall monster from the Cretaceous period. Or something like that. That's bad.
I think Bombo's tablet was just another big 20, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a big 20.
Signum's gonna go get another big 20 from our friend the Catfish. Now, oh god, Aaron doesn't have the bow. So he's gonna be full clear. He's gonna be full clearing Ice Palace. Oh no.
Well, here's hoping he comes across the silvers in here.
Yeah, but oh my goodness, how long do you think it's gonna be before he goes back and checks Zora?
He might not even remember to. Unless he hasn't been to Catfish, he might wrap that in.
Possibly. Celestial Derp, thank you for your 100-bit donation. We really appreciate that. Everybody out there that's ever subbed or donated, you know, you're helping us be able to bring these games to you, and we really appreciate your support. So thank you very, very much for your generosity.
Yeah, good on you. Everything, you know, goes a long way. From, you know, subs, donations, you know, even just the volunteer community. Bunch of solid people.
There's Sig picking up his bow.
He's got his bow, that's for sure.
All Sig needs to do is make his way over to Meyer, and he's going to be sitting very nice.
And, you know, with something I've noticed with this particular run, oh, we got Butter Sword in Ice Palace. Frozen stick of butter.
I cannot believe it's butter.
Thank you, Dark Dawn 111 for the Twitch Prime subscription.
Old Mr. Sunshine 20, thank you for your 100-bit donation. Thank you, good, kind sir. Again, the generosity is just amazing. Thank you guys for all of your support.
Yeah, so the okay guy, I mean, if you're seeing what I'm seeing, are you gonna scream or am I gonna scream it?
I'm not gonna scream it, but he is in that goest of all modes.
There's no mode like go mode.
Yes, the Butter Blade was in Ice Palace.
You know, I still think that looks more like an ear of corn than butter, personally. And goodbye, Beetle and Mini Boldorm.
Oh no! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this hook shot placement. That is.
Oh my God! What is that?
Look at that!
What do? You have no choice. You have to jump that. If he gets it first try, that's fantastic.
Unless there's a way to kill those things when they're inactive like that, yeah, that sucks.
Not that I know of. If we've got, if like somebody like Christos Owen is in chat, then they can weigh in on that. Let us know, because I am curious to know.
That was a very nice bomb jump to get around it by Aaron too. That's very quick.
Yeah, that was thinking on his toes. He's not gonna let that get him down. He just beasts that bomb jump.
Did I see a swag net?
I'm not sure.
I think I might have seen a swag net.
We got Cave. Ice Palette is loaded with just unnecessary goodies.
But fun goodies. Alright, so OkayGuy gonna be making his way to Swamp Palace now. And remember, being in go mode, you do not need the big key. You can literally just plow right through this dungeon.
Yeah, being able to go mode Ice Palace and Swamp Palace is that's gonna shave off minutes for him.
Yes, definitely.
Because you see, even if other players first, that's not necessarily what's important. If you do the same section that somebody else did, if you do it later, it only matters if you do it faster.
Yep. It's the time that matters.
Zora in Swamp Palace, very appropriate.
See, Diesel hasn't been to Harry yet. Yeah, he doesn't have boots. I'd be trying to think, you know, hey, that's right there at Gannis Tower's doorstep. I don't want to go there until I have to.
Yeah, that's a good call, but, I mean, he's been going through this whole game without those, so that's a bit of time that everybody else has up on him. Not
Looks
much, but stuff.
Looks like Helmasaur King is at the bottom of Ice Palace.
Yeah, I saw that. He was wearing the mask of that guy from Super Mario Bros. 2.
You know, 16 whacks with the hammer. Normally you can take out the bow and take the silver arrow, one shot to the head, takes care of him, but the butter sword also makes a very quick work of it.
Yeah, if you have the butter sword and the silver arrows, it's better to just slash at him to save the menu timing.
Oh, yes. The OkayGuy making very optimal movement here, utilizing that hook shot and those boots to just motor right on through Swamp Palace. And yes, that was Helmasaur on ice.
Coming to Broadway this fall.
I mean, OkayGuy just putting on a clinic for quick movement through here. Just barely missing that ladder at the end, but I mean, that's just a small mistake. Won't even cost him a full second. Oh, hi, Trinex!
Well, you know, I'm not sure if that is Trinex.
Yeah, you
or
know,
it's not if we know it.
Kinda, sorta, squint.
Oh, he's like, his palette is negative, but I think that was a chain chomp as the middle neck. That's fantastic.
Yep,
Yeah, there he is.
You want to know where Chain Chops came from? Hi, Mom. Signums, oh boy, he thinks that the hammer is in its vanilla location. He's checking pod for the hammer. He's not thinking to go to Meyer. Oh, good lord.
Yeah, a full clear of pod is a very straightforward textbook thing. There's really no wrong way to do it, but that's a time sink for sure.
That's unfortunate. The okay guy moving on to Ice Palace, just knocking him off the list at this point.
Oh, I just beasted it.
He knows that to be the Ice Palace bomb jump, which I'm sure he does. This will be something that he'll take care of in short order. And Aaron still needs to go back and check the Kingfish.
I still have. I mean, he's is he ahead in dungeons? Oh, he's nice tied with AlTTP, but yeah, without that bow,
that's gonna hurt him.
Wait, do you really? You don't really 100% need the bow for Enemizer, though, do you?
Well, for all dungeons, yes, you do, because Palace of Darkness is bow locked. You cannot get to the boss chamber unless you have a bow. Remember, you gotta shoot that statue.
I don't think I might have noticed, but oh, that's right, the statue.
Yep.
Here we have it.
So you got to have a bow. No bow, no go.
No bow, no go.
Okay, guy, just breezing through here, getting to the Ice Palace bomb jump. For those of you that are new to Rando, wait, is he gonna hover?
He's trying to hover.
He hovered! He hovers! Look at that! Look at that! Yeah. Andy, watch out! There's a new kid in town.
You seriously, watch your back, man. You got a contender.
You got competition, bro.
And also, Ben Teasy, if you're out there, take note, bro.
Oh boy, a new hover contender has arrived. That's awesome. I had this whole thing planned for Ice. I had this whole thing planned about how the Ice Palace bomb jump is so important to learn, and then he's like, nah.
Yeah, forget it. Like, never mind that it's like, you know, if you want to play this game, you gotta learn that jump. That is the bomb jump you gotta learn. But the AlTTP does not care.
Well, you know, you could also learn to hover.
AlTTP, I'm pretty sure is now the OP guy. You know, I was pulling for him in the beginning too, and yeah, you know, I suppose my predictions were right.
Now, getting down here, he's going to fight Helmasaur on ice. I think Helmasaur just stuck his face in the snow before coming this way. What do you think?
Yeah, he's just chipping that sort of frostbite scale off of him.
Oh, and SDiezal taking a spike to the face on the bridge. That's a very troll place to put that big spike trap.
Yeah, especially when, you know, you usually know where those are, and if you approach them and they happen to be off screen, you just get nailed.
Now, Diesel's still looking for the big key before he can breeze on through the rest of Pod. So hopefully... now, have we seen the big key? Do you remember whereabouts it was? Because I sure don't.
I do not recall, but this is actually nobody's completed pod yet.
Well, we've had a couple people that have dipped their toes in the water, so to speak. We got ALTTP heading that away now.
Yeah, and I can't imagine that he's going to bother with full clear. He's just gonna freeze it.
Yep, just gonna find the big key and be like, okay, I'm done. Oh no! SDiezal got grabbed!
Clutch,
oh!
clutch.
Oy vey.
That is seriously the rudest enemy in any game.
Ballmaster trolling you since 1986. "32 years and counting." Signum's going to be picking up his nice rod. He's keep going until he gets that vanilla big key location. He'll find that hammer, and then he'll be in that goest of all modes.
Yeah, what a place for the hammer to be as well.
Oh man, like I said, you know, Meyer is such a low item density, but good lord.
And it's so sprawly too, so it's a real task of a dungeon. And SDiezal is just not having a good time on that bridge.
Taking the opting to take the death here just to get the heart.
Gives himself the death abuse. I would.
Well, he really doesn't have any breeze items either. He doesn't have the cape, doesn't have the cane of Burna, but he can't really sneak past that thing either unless he damage boosts and walks through it during his iframes.
I remember the cape was in Ice Palace, I believe. So.
Yep. Could. I mean, it's not really going to be a huge equalizer here, but definitely something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, you know, that's one of the things about Randomizer is, you know, knowing when to use the items that you have.
Well, and I like SDiezal here going to be using a bomb to try to not only clip backwards, but also gain those iframes. Hopefully he'll be able to slip past that spike. Look at there, makes it right up through. That is quick thinking on your feet right there. I definitely like that.
Exactly. You know, we all know this game, you know, inside and out as much as we can, and to see that type of creativity is it's a real treat.
ALTTP giving us, because he has the boots and SDiezal does not, he's going to item dash.
Yeah, also, like, wow, very well executed.
Just goes to show you there are so many different strategies you can use to get around those roadblocks. And really
exercises of critical thinking at its finest when you play Randomizer, and especially Enemizer.
Well, and if you can think on your feet like that, that gives you a very crucial edge over your opponent who's maybe a little more stuck in their ways and doesn't, you know, and can't adapt on the fly to that sort of a situation.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's what that's my biggest draw to this game is, yeah, like just being adaptable, using what you have, thinking on your feet.
Ooh, ALTTP gonna give us a hammer yump. It looks like. All right, you can
yes,
hover, but let's see this.
This is the yumpest of yumps.
And he gets it.
Nailed it. Very well done.
Oh, bombs. So it looks like that last chest, I believe, unless I've miscounted, that's going to have the big key.
I believe it will. And also,
there we are.
The AokayGuy has 3 small keys, so that bomb yump was pure flexing swag.
Yep. But I like it.
Oh, of course. This is what we're here for.
I gotta give it out to AltTTP. I mean, he has shown a very excellent set of executions here.
Yeah, he's making this game look so easy. Oh, looks like AaronDobbe is finally gonna get his bow.
Oh, thank heavens.
He's gonna kick himself in the forehead for that one, I'm sure.
It's always in the last place you look.
You are correct, yes. There we have it. Bow mode, go mode.
Yep, he has bow, therefore he has go.
You can't have no go without no bow.
A bow is a bow, and a go is a go. And if you ain't got no bows, you ain't got no goes. I'll make that up myself.
If you don't pay no tolls, we don't get no rolls.
So let's take a look here. I mean, clearly AltTTP is in the lead. He is just doing extremely well, and once he puts the ice on whoever this is, he'll have Turtle Rock.
I wonder who it's gonna be. Who haven't we seen yet?
Oh, looks like Landmullis.
Oh yeah, there we go.
2 shots from the fire rod, and that'll be all she wrote. SDiezal is going to be going through Palace of Darkness here, but he's got a lot of dungeons left to cover, so he's a fair bit behind at this point.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, Mushroom, I guess we can go check Witch finally.
I really don't think that he's going to at this point.
I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, there's a good call. SDiezal still doesn't have boots, so who knows if that big key is on the torch. 1 in 22 chance.
Oh god, yes, that's a good point. But he will pick the boots up in Hera before he gets there. Hopefully.
Yeah, of course. He's gonna run right into him. No!
Oh god, what? Evil Cleric making a good point. What if the witch has the silver arrows?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but SDiezal, rip in peace. Dog forfeit.
Let's see here. We got Signums gonna be going through down to Landmola's King. Aaron gonna be not too far behind. I'll be interested to see the layout of Turtle Rock though. Hopefully it's gonna be very go mode conducive.
Yeah, I mean honestly I can't imagine there'd be much in there. I mean Cane of Burna, but oh wait no, we found the Cane of Burna.
Yep. We do have the Cane of Burna. That other cane that we don't talk about quite as much.
Because I can't fight blind.
But you can fight blind. We have already.
I can't, I'm commentating.
And here we see the limits of commentary. It'll be interesting to see if he can get the frame just right on this, where he can actually use hookshot on that torch. Oh wow, he uses on the opposite torch. I like that.
Seriously, TheOkayGuy is just offering us all tickets to the gun show right now.
Look at that.
There we go.
The key and a mirror
shield, big key. What more could you want? That is, yeah, that Turtle Rock is going to be a piece of cake.
still opting to check the chest down here. Of course, he needs a key, which he's gonna find.
He needs that extra small key.
Again, it's one of the things that, and even I forget myself, is the key logic in Turtle Rock sometimes is, oh, that's no good. I don't think it's going to hurt him, but oh man, that stinks. But yeah, the key logic in Turtle Rock can be a little bit funny sometimes. At least to learn if you're still new at it. But how nice to not have to worry about chain chomps in this room.
Yeah, seriously, they are a consistent one killer for me. They do way more damage than any basic enemy should.
Hey, we have somebody that has finished, Mr. ACMLM, taking the gold medal tonight with a first place time of 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 20 seconds. Congratulations to you, sir. Very well done.
Round of applause for ACMLM.
A sub 140 in an all dungeon run, that is nothing to sneeze at. That is very, very good.
That is incredibly impressive.
Well, ACMLM, he's not featured here, but ACMLM is a very top-tier runner. I mean, I would expect no less from him. He's excellent at this
he's
game.
one of the best.
Yes. Wait a second. Time out. Where did Aaron find the silver arrows?
He got me.
He's clearly got him, but
checking out IRC. Well, shout out to our trackers for catching that.
Where were they? Were they in swamp? They must have been in swamp. An okay guy going down here. He's got one key left, so he has got all the keys he needs. He will not have to mess with Laser Bridge. Should be running into Vitreous here, I believe.
Doesn't have to worry about Mimic Cave either, which can, I don't know, take up maybe a minute at the most. Although it can be a hot mess in there in Enemizer.
God, I love those cane dashes. I love that trick. I love that trick.
It's a good one, definitely. You've seen that in Misery Mire as well.
This is interesting.
Okay, this must be on a Chaos Boss Shuffle then.
This is interesting.
Oh, although, we might see somebody we haven't seen yet in the refight of Ganon's Tower.
Oh, yes.
Who would that be? Who haven't we seen yet?
Just a great big hi to one great big eye. Big eye guy.
Oh, we haven't seen Vitreous.
Nope, we haven't. But
oh
you
my
know
God,
what?
Vitreous on Ice coming to a theater near you. Oh,
we
God.
might see Trinex again though in the tower.
I know we've seen him twice now, so if this is Chaos Mode, there's potential for
it's just time.
but Trinex.
Okay, not to cut you off. We have a game we play here. It's a very fun game. There are 22 chests in Ganon's Tower, where the big key can be. So put your guess in, 1 through 22. We're going to find out where that big key is. We will determine the prizes when we get there. Yes, put your Ganon's Tower big key guesses in now. Guessing will be closed when he opens the first chest.
I do 17 every time, personally.
And yes, Cyclone, I did. We have ACMLM as our gold place, or our first place gold medalist. Bonus points if you can call a specific location.
Oh, in that case,
number one! Number one!
Meme of a seed.
Oh, so TNT 175, Evolution Gamer X. Who all do we have here that's a winner tonight?
Number play.
Okay, so you all win. A very good prize. A wonderful prize. A lifetime supply. A veritable cornucopia of love. Courtesy of G Wizard and Jackson. Sex prices may vary. See store for details. Not valid in Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, the 48 contiguous states, or anywhere else on planet Earth. So sorry, no refunds. Value at 120%.
Like lamination is $10 extra. You can get that love and affection laminated.
Now, this is my favorite part of any run because Ganon's Tower, with the exception of Enemizer, is going to throw a wrench in it, but this is where execution really pays off. In standard seeds and open seeds, you can literally practice this every single time, and it will be the same way every single time. Now, this is going to change things up a little bit, but I am expecting we will still see some top-notch execution out of OkayGuy. Meanwhile, we have Aaron and Signumbs.
That's a given.
Oh, of course. Meanwhile, we have Aaron and Signumbs, both of them in Turtle Rock, both in Go mode. Aaron, of course, has the lead, and then Signumbs not too far behind.
No, sorry, Signumbs is ahead.
Is it?
Yeah, he's just on the final stretch.
Has he done? I don't know. Has he done Swamp Palace and Ice Palace yet?
Oh wait, you're right. Oh god, what am I thinking? Yeah, no, he's still 2 dungeons behind, or one dungeon behind AaronDobbe.
OkayGuy getting a little tripped up, but still making good time through the gauntlet. Those ice physics can be very much a pain.
Yeah, I don't
is that
think
blind?
There he is. Wait,
blind?
What?
What?
Somebody clip this. What is going on?
What? I am confused.
Blind as the witch.
Blind is like, hey, pay attention to me! Nope, sorry, gotta go fast.
Where you going? Why was that door open?
Sorry, Blind, we have better things to do. Now, do you think we'll see OkayGuy try to hover the gap? I mean, clearly he's shown he can hover.
I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, I've only just, like I said, I've only just recently started following Rando, and even speedrunning ALTTP a few months ago. Can you explain hovering? Because I sure can't.
God, it's an input nightmare. And I'm not 100% sure how it works, but if Link is over a gap for more than 2 frames, that's when he drops. Oh god, look at that troll wallmaster placement. God, that's just evil. Oh, and we have Cold Stare. Oh god, Cold Stare in number 2. Oh man, this is interesting.
This is rude.
This is very rude.
You've got the falling ice as well.
Yep, this is not a nice place. We'll see if he's gonna
Zero trouble for the OkayGuy though. He just absolutely beasts that fight.
Opting not
and we have
to
validation compass.
Now we know how to get here.
Yeah. Now we can find all the chests.
You were asking about hovering. if Link is over a gap for more than 2 frames, the game triggers him to fall. But if he's only over for 1, then it won't do the fall animation. You have to actually press a dash input once every 2 frames, every 30 frames, I believe. It's very complicated. We'll ask OkayGuy in the interview, because clearly he knows how to do it.
This Abraham Lincoln monstrosity is one of the most surreal things I've ever seen.
And OkayGuy actually having a little bit of trouble with that.
Well, he
finishes him off, but again, just a little bit of trouble. But don't worry, he's still gonna do quite nicely.
And it turns out that Ganon's already dead because he's been decapitated, so that's nice.
Looks like we have had some more finishes. Christos Owen, 2nd place with 145.30. Looks like Maximum Barnage is our bronze medalist. 3rd place, 146.49. Zyrak in 4th, 149.25. Mentos Man 8, 5th place, 150.25. And Nikon in 6th with a time of 150.42. Congratulations to our top 6.
GG to all you fine folks.
Now we will see the rare headless Ganon in its natural environment.
Is he throwing his head around on a stick?
I don't know. That's a very good question. Oh, an OkayGuy not hitting him fast enough to dodge that spiral fire bat. Aaron, meanwhile, going to be making his way up the tower. And Signum's making his way through Swamp Palace as we speak. Okay, so the arrows were in Swamp Palace. Misses the torch glitch. Gonna have to be a little careful here. He doesn't have any magic refills.
Yeah, he's low on health and he missed the torch glitch.
Yeah, no silvers either. This could be rough.
It'll take a while for any of our other showcase runners to catch up to him, but I mean, this could just prove to be an utter headache.
Gonna opt to try to get the torches in sync. I like this play. Timing is very good on the sword slashes. The spin is a 30.
Not his rodeo.
The spin is a 32 frame animation, if I remember correctly, so it actually is easier to hit Ganon in that very short window where he's vulnerable. Slashes only are like 2 or 3 frames by comparison, so it's much harder to hit with slashes. You almost have to hit with a spin attack.
Can you get the like the double damage on? Because when you spin, it goes around twice. Does it hit him twice?
I don't believe that's possible, but I could be wrong.
Does Ganon benefit from iframes?
Yes. OkayGuy finding his rhythm here. And gets the finisher on the big pig.
GG to OkayGuy. Well done.
Looks like Bite-Sized BK got 7th place with a time of 152.51, and the OkayGuy is going to be our 8th place finisher with a time of 153.48. Congratulations. We'll see if we can get him in here in a couple minutes for an interview.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I've got a couple questions for it. I'm sure chat does as well. Mostly, I just want to tell him about. I just want to find out about the hovering, because I've never seen him hover in any of the races that I've seen him do.
So just here in a couple of minutes, we'll get him in for an interview. So bear with us just a few.
not sure what's happening on signumbs' screen over there. Having a bit of troubles? I'm just as confused as you are, Chad. I am not sure what happened to signumbs. It appears he's in the upside down. The Silvers were in Swamp Palace. It's a particular troll because Swamp Palace is one of those dungeons that you want to do everything that you can to full clear, and having something like the silver arrows be buried inside something that you don't need, but something that makes your life so much easier. AaronDobbe doing alright in his second Cold Stare fight.
Sun Stare. And remember, you're not supposed to stare at the sun.
You're not supposed to stare, yeah. Now here's my favorite part of Enemizer, is the credit sequence, where everything is just a nightmare.
So it looks like, from what I'm seeing here, we will not be able to get OkayGuy in for an interview, but I do believe he's going to join us in chat here momentarily.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
So if he comes in here, then yeah, there he is. So yes, please feel free to ask him any questions you want. Coming from one of your commentators, OkayGuy, can you please explain the hover trick? Because I sure can.
Maybe if he's typing it all out, might not expect him to write a whole paragraph about it.
Maybe like the Cliff Notes version.
Yeah, the abridged hovering guide.
That was a very excellent hover, by the way. We were not expecting that one at all.
Yeah, and I really do appreciate that completely unnecessary hammer yump as well, when you had 3 small keys.
And if you're talking about sloppy gameplay, sir, if that's sloppy, then boy, I feel like an idiot, because that was excellent gameplay as far as I was concerned.
That was 100% textbook beautiful gameplay.
Now, Aaron's gonna have to be kind of careful here. Now, he has silvers, so he won't have to worry about. Oh God, be careful. He won't have to worry about having to do spins to be able to damage Ganon, but still, it's a good thing he had that blue potion. So we've had some more finishes in the meantime. We have TheOkayGuy is going to be in 9th with a time of 1:55.05. Slim Kirby in 10th with a time of 1:55.30. Dragon Master 0283 1:55.50 for 11th. Looks like Benteezy 12th 1:58.04. Haiku Type 13th place with a time of 1:58.40, and Someone 325 14th with a time of 1:59.14.
Wow, seriously, GG to anybody who can get us a sub 2 on a seed like this, especially an Enemizer.
And Aaron administering the coup de grace to the Big Pig. Very well done. Sig, meanwhile, getting acquainted with Trinex. And that'll put Aaron in 15th place with an official SRL time of 1:59:30, just a half a minute under that 2-hour mark. Congratulations to him. Looks like Bland just on his heels.
That sub too.
Yes, very good. Bland 16th, 2 hours and 9 seconds. So yes, Aaron will be our last person to finish sub 2. So congratulations to him. We're gonna see if we can get him in here for an interview. And I am told he will be joining us, so give us just a couple of minutes. By the way, for those of you out there, if you haven't already, give these 4 runners a follow, because they have just done amazing, putting on an absolute clinic for you all here.
Yeah,
absolutely
this was a real
follow
treat to watch.
And we have Aaron in here. Congratulations, man. Very well played.
Hey,
GG, Aaron.
much. Yeah, GG.
So, walk us through that scene. How you feeling, man?
Wow, this is a pretty interesting one. I seem to have made a lot of just correct decisions. I think the only thing that I really regret was not going to Zora, like, really early in the seed when it was one of the few available locations. Like, at that point it might have been, like, a decent gamble to just go up there. And I would have found the bow and not have had to full clear Ice Palace or Swamp Palace, but whatever. Hindsight's 20/20. It was a great seed, and I don't want to complain about it too much.
No, absolutely. I mean, you can always look back and see what you could have done better, but I mean, it's just sometimes things happen that way. But still, getting the half hour under the 2-hour mark, or half minute under the 2-hour mark, that was very well played on your part.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the sub 2, that's for sure.
Yep. So, did what happened to me with Blind in Ganon's Tower happen to everyone?
I think so. We'll find out here when Steve gets up there, but yeah, that was weird.
When we saw the TheOkayGuy experience that for the first time, we all lost our minds.
What the hell was that? It's just amusing.
I'm not going to question it, I'm just going to accept it. It was
I'm just, at least, thing. I'm glad that they left the door open for me.
Yeah, that was the other thing. The door was just open, so you could just, like, melt right past this boss fight. Like, forget about it. Easy peasy.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, leaving, the bow on Zora to the side, if you could look back at that scene, is there anything you would have done slightly differently?
Man, I don't think so. I mean, I forgot to check the Thieves' Hut in Kakariko my first trip, and then realized that soon after I left. But I don't really mind any of the decisions I made. I think whenever I played this one the right way, just whatever, guessed a couple of the 50/50s wrong early on, and that came back to bite me later. But again, besides the bow, I don't really have much to complain about how this went.
How did you feel about finding the Moon Pearl on Sahasrahla?
I mean, that wasn't that bad. There are worse places for the Moon Pearl to be than Sahasrahla. At least it was like, it wasn't in Sahasrahla and late in the seed that I guess if it was the Moon Pearl, it wouldn't have been late in the seed anyway. But
I guess it's a different story than, say, Ice Rod on Sahasrahla.
Yeah, a required Ice Rod on Sahasrahla. When you have to keep going, there's always something else to do besides go talk to Sahasrahla. Those are the bad ones.
No, that's an Alt F4 right there.
When it's Moon Pearl on Sahasrahla, then it's whatever. You're going to check him sooner rather than later.
Because eventually you'll pretty much do the entire light world.
Another thing that's kind of neat that I just realized for the first time in Kisanity is that if you're fighting a boss besides Mothula in Mothula's room, you can probably, in most cases, knock them into the spikes to hurt them more. As I was doing that with Coldster and noticed they were taking extra damage when I knocked them into the sides of the arena.
That's a good observation. I didn't quite catch that.
It looked like that was the case, but I really couldn't tell. But I mean, that would make sense, I think.
Yeah, you could tell.
You
could hear them taking damage.
I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Mothula being up at the top of the Tower of Hera, the spikes being absolutely useless.
I know, they were trying their best.
They really did.
Couldn't go anywhere.
Not to interrupt.
Effort on spikes for sure.
Not to interrupt, just a quick update. We have Weighty Words coming in 17th with 2 hours 41 seconds. Just on his heels, only 3 seconds later in 18th, he's Just a Boy with a time of 2 hours and 44 seconds. Then we've got Super Nin Taylor coming in 19th with a time of 2:01:19. Ace 0187 in 20th with a time of 2:02:26. Leak Games 21st, 2:03:14. Brewers Fan JP 22nd with a 2:03:21 time. And we have Fantalis in 23rd with a time of 2:04:24. So definitely seeing a lot more come in.
Yeah.
And AlTTP is on his way to pick up his progressive cape, going to the yellow cape.
That other cape that we don't talk about very much.
Yeah, wow, geez, I can't remember the last time I talked about the yellow cape in Link to the Past.
So it looks like you folks are going to get a 2-for-1 special here tonight. Well, 3-for-1 if we count Super Krusty's Funhouse.
Oh man, wait. Who's playing Krusty Super Funhouse? I hate that.
Diesel was.
Oh man.
I want to kind of, that question I asked you earlier, I want to flip it on its head and ask you, as you were running through the seed, did you ever hit a point where you really felt like you'd hit your stride and felt like you were, that things were going smoothly, you'd hit a good rhythm? Did you ever feel like you were on top and doing what you were supposed to be doing?
I mean, I think I felt that way pretty much like from when I found the Moon Pearl until I was looking for the bow. Like everything felt like it was going well for me. And then kind of slowed down towards the end there and had to go through 2 dungeons and not find anything.
Yeah, you can be having a nice jaunt through the game, being able to do everything that you're trying to do, but when you have that item nagging at you in the back of your head anyway, it can wear thin.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, it was a case, like one of those seeds where things kept falling into my lap sort of before I wanted them, the entire seed, and like those are the kinds of seeds that feel really good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, aside from, I mean, I did see that the bow on Zora gave people a bit of trubs, but, yeah, I mean, this was a solid seed. Nothing too horrifying about it, really.
Yeah, except for No Face.
Yeah, or except for that blind following you room to room. Holy crap.
That was a little frightening, wasn't it?
Suddenly, Link to the Past is a survival horror game.
Yeah, shout-outs to you guys for being able to do those dark rooms, as many as you did, because whenever I play Enemizer, I don't mess with dark rooms.
I will refuse. I will refuse to do an Enemizer dark room.
Yeah, I made a point of not doing the Enemizer dark rooms. It's like, for my first couple of Enemizer seeds, I tried to do it, and then now I realized how much of a bad idea that is. So yeah, I'm definitely respect to anyone who's brave enough to do that, and then good enough to not lose a bunch of time.
Yeah, mad props.
There are like random rollers they can't see that beat them up.
Good night, number play.
Yes, again, shout-outs to both of our trackers, Number Play and Cyclone. They have, this tracking is not an easy job by any stretch of the imagination. So give both of them a follow too. Because, like I said, I applaud them because I couldn't do it.
Yeah, they deserve it for sure, and especially in a fresh hell of a Enemizer seed.
There's so much crazy new stuff to see. It can be easy to get distracted.
So, Aaron, I've gotten to where I ask this question of pretty much everybody that I interview. You know, the community is growing every day, and we're getting a lot of fresh faces in here. You know, a lot of new people coming along, you know, wanting to try out Rando. Do you have any advice, like for any of like the new players out there that are watching this and they're saying, you know, I think I could do that, but oh, it just looks tough, or I don't know if I could really do it. Is there any advice you would give, like if you had a new player that was under your tutelage?
All right. So first off, if you haven't played through the vanilla game, like that'll go a long way towards sort of putting in your head exactly what everything is for and sort of where everything is supposed to be in context. Because not only will that help you play the game, that'll help you appreciate just how wacky the randomizer is a little bit more. And then once you've done that, just download a seed and play it casually. You don't need to put a timer on it. Just play one and finish it. And then maybe do a timer, and then once you feel comfortable, once you feel like you'll be able to complete a seed from start to end, just join a race. Even before that, if you're brave, just join a race, and then I promise you'll be hooked after that.
That's great advice for sure.
I know I was super reluctant to play this game like competitively at all, and then a couple of friends that did it sort of convinced me reluctantly to join the fall standard tournament last year, and I'm so glad that they talked me into it because, man, I love this game and this community, and honestly, it had a huge impact on my life, to be honest. So
yeah, it's I have to really speak well of our community. We have a very solid community here. I mean, most of the people here are just so nice and so willing to help, and you know, having seen it from both ends, both as someone that was new to the community not too long ago, and then just now seeing it from the other end, doing commentary and watching everything else, it's we are truly blessed to have, you know, as good a community as we do.
Absolutely. I have to agree 100%. All the noobs like myself, and even the veterans, when we pitch in, we all do the same things. You know, some of our top tier players knuckle down and do tracking from time to time. You know, it's all just for the love of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone here is just so friendly and willing to help that you'll be able to get started. Like, no matter how stuck you get, like if you're just playing casual seed, you can ask the Discord for help, and there'll be at least one person there that'll give you some advice or pointers. Maybe there's a way to reach a chest that you never realized was possible, and they'll let you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like I said, I only started playing this 3 months ago myself, and everything that I've learned has been from watching guys like you play this in the tournament.
Yeah,
so if you want to get into this, you gotta watch the crap out of it.
I know, like, studying other people playing is, it's a big help. I mean, it can, again, like you said, show you things that you might know were possible.
Yeah, because, I mean, we all know what to do with the vanilla items and the vanilla locations when we're playing the game, because, I mean, it's all linear to us by this point, but, I mean, when, I can't remember if it was you, or TheOkayGuy, or whoever, using the bomb damage boost to get through that large spike trap on the bridge. That was insane. That was very well executed.
Yeah, I don't think that was me. Oh, I had to sort of improvise an ice palace with that one room where the Armos was blocking the hookshot path.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Well,
I totally forgot about that.
I guess I have to do that this way now.
Not to interrupt, I gotta ask something. Just because I was watching Sig's Cold Stare fight there, Cold Stare 2, and he got knocked off the ledge, and actually it resets the fight.
Yep.
That was a very solid recovery on his part. But is there a boss like when you're in boss shuffle? Is there a boss that you just absolutely dread seeing here?
On that ledge or that specific spot, it's Cold Stare really, but that's sort of dependent on me having low equipment, because if I'm going up Ganon's Tower, I don't have half magic, I don't have any magic refill potions, that means I have one shot at Cold Stare, and if I get knocked off somehow, then I have to go out of Ganon's Tower. There's no way to recover.
Yeah, that's
all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah, Cold Stare, even vanilla Cold Stare is no joke if you're not ready for that, and you can't be ready for that in Enemizer. It's just like, bam, you stumble upon it.
Yeah, like, as long as I have half magic, then it's fine. Like, besides that, Helmosaur King's really annoying there, but...
Yeah, I was just about to say, Helmosaur King, generally not a threat, actually, but on that particular platform, be hectic, just because of the way he pushes you around.
That's the thing. So what you have to do is take advantage of the fact that the platform is super wide, and you have to get to one side of him and just throw bombs at his mask to break it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, don't try and hammer him when he's in that spot. It's not worth it. And then you can, like, whatever, shoot an arrow at his jewel on his head from the side, and it works.
Sig just wailing on Ganon here. Again, that upper right-hand corner right there, that's a really good spot to find yourself in, trying to take this guy
absolutely.
Oh, definitely. You can just absolutely capitalize on that.
Now, Sig does not have silver arrows. At least I don't
he's
think
low on health, too, so this is going to be clutch one.
Yep.
A hug from Ganon will still do 2 hearts of damage.
I suppose he found the bow before going into Swamp, then, if he didn't find the silvers.
Yeah, that's a hell of a thing, too, because, Swamp Palace is one of those dungeons that you want to save for last, for when you're in go mode, so you don't have to, mess around with it so much. But when you've got something like silver arrows buried on the left side, that's just mean.
Sig getting the torch glitch here, so he'll be able to make his way through this as long as he keeps up that good rhythm. But yeah, this is definitely a fight that you want to practice the heck out of.
Yeah, like this, it's not as intimidating as it looks, really, but it does take practice, and you need to get consistent at it. It's like hard to do if you have not practiced it.
Yeah, and it's really, really long as well, so it's definitely a test of willpower, sometimes more than anything else.
Yep. Lots of opportunities to make a mistake. You just gotta stay calm.
Could be worse, could be doing it with Master Sword.
Yeah.
Or Silvers.
That's when this fight crosses the line for me.
Yeah, that is just rip in peace fun.
Yeah, like, I can do it. It's not a problem, but I'm not having fun at that point.
Really close to that ledge.
And looks like Sig administering the coup de grace to the big pig. Very well.
Fried that bacon for sure.
GG.
Let's see, more finishers. We have Scrub Casual 24th, D-Spags 25th, looks like Sig is actually going to be our 30th place finisher with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 19 minutes, 17 seconds. See if we can get him in here for an interview.
How many total entrants did we have? We had at least 40, didn't we?
I was thinking we had 41.
That sounds about right.
We had 42.
Ooh, 42 entrants.
Yep.
And Sig said he will give us an interview, so just a few minutes we'll have him in here. All right, I have him in the waiting room. I'm going to pull him in now, and well done, Sig. Very good game, man.
GG to you, sir.
No, I was dumb. I mismarked Meyer. That probably would have saved me a hell of a lot of time.
Unfortunately, yeah, because both the hammer and the ice rod. That was unfortunate. How you feeling otherwise, man? How did you feel about that seed?
Oh, it was pretty good other than that. Except for the invisible link is still the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, I did see that.
I clipped through a wall or something while I was trying to swim there. So I had
that was one of the strangest things I've ever seen. I think you were checking IRC or something at that time, Jaxus.
And so I had to do all of Swamp again. You know, save and quit, and that just... I'm a little bit salty about that.
Understandably, that was a heartache to watch happen.
I have to ask, did you ever catch, like, a part of that seed? Did you ever feel like you were really on your rhythm? Like, you felt like you were making right decisions, all that sort of thing?
I felt pretty good at the start, clearing everything in Light World. And then it's like, okay, well, where the hell's the Moon Pearl?
Yeah, we all said, where the hell's the Moon Pearl?
So that was like the last place I checked, but I was still feeling pretty good there. And then once I went and saw I marked Meyer off wrong for the wrong medallion. And I was like, okay, well, that's game.
I mean, it just goes to show you, I mean, I thought you still played very well, but I mean, sometimes those minor mistakes do catch up to you in the long run. We've all been there.
Yeah, Meyer is such an arduous task of a dungeon to be in with anyway. It can be really daunting at the best of times.
I don't even remember where we got Quake, but if I had thought about it, I probably would have went to Meyer before Pod. But you know, I went to Pod first, hoping I'd find the hammer there. And well, obviously not.
Quake, I think, was in Chess Game, if I remember right.
Yeah, that is correct. And Hammer being where it was, that's... I don't think I've ever seen Hammer go, like, be as deep into the game as Meyer. Like, dang.
Yeah, well, that was my mistake, and then that stupid invisible link sprite.
Yeah, you can't even, like, if you're swimming, I had this happen to me earlier, if you're swimming, you can't even see where
you've got nothing with you if you're swimming. I must have got stuck on the ladder there to get out and clip through a wall or something. Because I could tell I was moving around, but I was like not in the water anymore. So
yeah, everybody thought that that you just switched to the Invisible Man sprite, but there was no like water ripples or shadow or anything. So we're just like,
no, when you're that invisible one, you got nothing when you're swimming. It's awful.
Oh really? There's no like water splashies?
None.
No, I don't think you don't really have. You have like nothing as a reference while you're swimming.
That sucks. That's ridiculous.
We're just about to the end of the broadcast. Any
Yeah,
final
it's about
thoughts
that
on
time.
this seed? Any final thoughts on this seed?
Oh, other than that, it was pretty fun. I think I probably could have done it in under 2 hours if I hadn't made those mistakes pretty easily. So that's pretty darn good for all dungeons.
I think so.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
it's-
it was other than my mistake and then that clip, you know, that was a really pretty fast, you had most everything you needed pretty quick. If you had done it in the right order, which I didn't.
Yeah, even considering all dungeons required, Go mode did come pretty quickly.
Real quick, just to show you what we've got on the docket for tomorrow, at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Speed Gaming 3, we are going to have the standard weekly race. It's always a big feature here, so you'll definitely want to catch that. We will have a Key Sanity seed at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. That will be on Speed Gaming 4. And then to wrap up the broadcast for tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern on Speed Gaming 3, we will have a open seed. So definitely some more randomizer coming your all's way tomorrow, so you definitely want to tune in, catch all of that. One more time, give our runners here a follow. They put it all out there for your guys' entertainment, so every one of these guys deserves your attention. Also,
yeah, what a show all around.
Also, shout-outs to our two trackers, Number Play and Cyclone. Thank you guys for doing what you do. Shout-outs to my fellow commentator, G-Wizard, his first time doing commentary, and I think you did very well, my friend. Very well.
Man, and shout-outs to you, too. Real pleasure working with you.
I really enjoyed doing commentary, so thank you guys. You all have all made it possible. Thank you, chat, for your generosity and your tuning in and your time and everything else, so thank you all. G, you got any more words for us tonight?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, you pretty much wrapped it up as good as anybody could. I mean,
right.
like you said, shout outs to all these all the runners, even everybody who just participates, even if they don't get showcased. The fact that we have this community that is just so keen and ready and excited to play this game that we've all known and loved for the past 20 years is just brilliant.
Absolutely. All right, well, with that being said, it is after midnight. It is time for this old man to go to bed. This has been Jaxus. Thank you for joining us tonight. We will catch you all on the flip side. Have a good night, everybody.
See you later, folks.